Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for the third episode of the Skylanders Carryon Locke him channel. It is time to be tackling the beach, where we have a winged sapphire, as Persephone is about to explain. It is a happy gem. Isn't that great? I get cheaper upgrades for characters who actually, ironically enough, need them. Bash, Voodoo and Ghost Roaster aren't yet fully upgraded, which is unfortunate. Fortunately, my Drill Sergeant, Tornado, Stump Smash and Zap are all maxed out, and my Igniter isn't maxed out in terms of his treasure count, but he is maxed out in terms of upgrades and level cap. I believe he is. If he isn't, I'll be very much surprised, given that Igniter, I very much enjoy playing him, so I've played him a lot over the years. My playtime with him must be in like the 500-hour range. I kid you not. Okay, that might be a little bit high, I might be exaggerating, but still. Case in point, I might be exaggerating a lot, but for case still stands, my Igniter has a ton of playtime behind it. Because he's my favourite Skylander of all time, so naturally I play him a lot because I thoroughly enjoy playing as him. Okay, let's go ahead, oil him up.
Good morning, Skylanders!
Yes, good morning to you too there, Clamtron 4000. Oh, I'm glad, Clamtron 4000, I'm glad, I'm so glad for you. Now shut up! And, I don't know, do something for me, I guess. There you go, that'll do, that you can do for me. Okay, let's get some clams. Yes, there's for one. And a two. Luckily, this is what I have my sea slime slide for. These guys don't stand a chance, they're not going to be escaping me. Ooh, that sounds great. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted, my pearl. A touch of elbow grease. What? Black pearl? I don't even see a black pearl there. There is nothing there. What are we looking at? What are we commenting on? This is one of the more hilarious Skylander graphical glitches. Oh, never mind, the bomb is in his hand. Usually the bomb is placed on the ground to indicate that it's an item we can use, rather than it being in his hand. Obviously, I'm just too used to a Wii version of this game. Or maybe just have a Wii version as well. Honestly though, when I go back to this game, I replay levels. I don't necessarily play through the main story in the order it was intended. So these cutscenes are things that I haven't watched in a while now, so no wonder why I'm confusing my brain cells. Then again, my brain cells were confused to begin with. You know, there weren't a lot of them. And now, having said what I've said and done what I've done, I didn't have many of them to begin with, and now I have even less than that. But at least I can make for a fun video title. You know, we've already had Potato Tier List and whatever it was I called the second episode, which might just be the name of the episode yet, I don't know. All I can say is whatever it was I just called this episode is a good title for an episode. Okay, let's use the bomb. We just gotta wait for him to spout one out for us. Thank you much, CV player. Now let's blow shit up. Boom, baby.
Wow,
yay!
breaking down the barrier.
It's time to get hyped because my favourite NPC just entered the building.
Goodness, you aren't Cyclopters. Wait, you aren't Cyclopters, are you? I sure hope not, because I just escaped from their terrible Crystal Eye Castle.
Doesn't look like he sees too well, does he?
Oh, I saw some terrible things in that place. Or at least I think I did. They have a giant crystal...
Comedy gold. This guy is brilliant. Diggs, the greatest NPC of all time. Not the greatest Skylanders NPC. Straight up, the greatest NPC in gaming history. This guy has gone down in the record books as such. Other gaming NPCs, they wish they was on the same caliber as Diggs, but they can only dream. Anything else pales by comparison. Flynn? Oh, he stinks, he does. He's stinky compared to Diggs. Glumshanks? Can't even hold a candle to him. Not even. For grand and glorious, I said gland for some reason, but for grand and glorious blobbers, not even he is near the scope of Diggs' raw awesomeness. It's a good thing we're fighting with Cyclops, not Diggs, because if Diggs was fighting with Cyclopses, they would be so screwed. That fight would be so one-sided. I'd need like an entire army of Cyclopses just to nearly even out the odds, and even then, Diggs would not even break a sweat plowing through that entire army. It's a bit like Captain Marvel in the Endgame, you know, she barely breaks a sweat. Awesome Crystal Eye Castle music time. Oh, I love myself some awesome Crystal Eye Castle music. Anyway, these cutscenes I really wish I could skip over right now, but the game said no. And those stairs did not look particularly passable, given, you know, the fact that half of them seem to have broken off. But we managed to get up the stairs regardless somehow. Skylanders just have those awesome magical abilities, as do the NPCs, because the NPCs teleport as frequently as the Skylanders do, it seems. Well, then how about you shut up and let me do it already? I can't do anything whilst you're telling me to do it. So, we have 2 scene towers to destroy, as well as other eye things to destroy. That hint, I never would have figured it out if not for the hint. Hit the eye switch. It's not like there was anything else in that sequence that I could have hit by mistake. Kind of obvious what it was that I had to do there. But again, you know, I couldn't have possibly got along without the hint. The hint is, you know, what made this game plausible. Without that hint, I just would have been stuck there, definitely. And the game never would have progressed. Would have been the worstest, most soft lock of all time. Anyway, time for the Earth element to take centre stage. Bash is going to come through and just absolutely obliterate everything in sight. Much like Diggs, a whole army of Cyclopses do not stand a chance against this guy's might. In fact, we might just need like dozens upon dozens more Cyclopses just to slightly even out the scales a bit more. But even then, Bash won't even break a sweat plowing through every single one of them. I mean, look at those crates. He treated them as though they are nothing, because that's what they are. They are nothing. That was a bit rude there, Cyclops. So my tail swing is going to have such a wide attack angle that it's going to take out the eye switch and the enemy all in one fell swoop. That is convenient. Okay, let's skip over the cutscene of that Cyclops trucker. Take out those guys with my speed and skill right now. Oh, that is the wrong attack button. I meant to do my tornado ability right there. There you go, that's more like it. That's what the tornado looks like. Now, I'll just absolutely speedrun through this section, because why would I spend my time collecting every treasure when I don't need to? Tornado here, as we previously mentioned, completely maxed out. There is nothing more else to be done with him. He was fortunate enough in the Roulette series to never fall upon a magic elemental area where obviously the challenge was to reset our Skylanders, so Tornado never got reset over the course of Roulette, despite him being one of the longer running characters in that series. That was another reason why I wasn't particularly excited about Tornado's name popping up on the random name picker. I wanted characters that were different from our casting for Roulette, and unfortunately, getting Tornado and Drill Sergeant meant that we're playing as a lot of the same characters as we did in Roulette. Even though saying that, I was really hoping for Double Trouble, who actually lasted the long Roulette. He lasted 9 episodes, which is why he lasted the longest. So despite all of that, I still wanted Double Trouble to appear for Magic Element, because Double Trouble is just that good. Especially when you take into consideration his WoW Power, which we will get when, which we'll get his WoW Power if he pops up for a random name picker in Giants. So if he is added to the cast in Giants, then we will have the honour of getting his WoW Power, as we will go straight to his Series 2 iteration, as a result of him being chosen for the sake of Giants. You know, we get to go straight to his Orange Core. Stop hitting me! It's so rude! Ow. Anyway, this is a moment where I realised that I completely forgot to switch out to the element of the area. I forgot to switch out for Drill Sergeant, and since air is going to pop up again in due time, we might as well just stick with Tornado at this point. But I do apologise for completely neglecting that. I obviously was not paying enough attention. So my mistake and my apologies. But you know, it's meant to happen frequently, because when you're trying to blaze through this series with as much a pacing as I am right now, you can see how easy it is to make such mistakes. Because yes, I'm blazing through this series for the sake of keeping it fast paced right now, and mistakes are being made as a result. Especially when it comes to one area being damaged over here. Like, I'm taking way more damage than I would like. Oh, that's some food though, and that food is very convenient. Very convenient indeed. Hey, what are you hitting me for? That's rude, don't you think? Okay, take him out. Yeah, it's just like that. He's out of here. Oh boy, now I have chuckers to deal with. Not for chuckers. Anything but for chuckers. But hey, mistakes and all, at least we have some glorious music in the background. Yeah, let's take out that fella right there. Okay, now let's get out of here, where obviously the tech tower is going to pop up. So this time I'm going to make sure that I actually switch out for our tech representative drill sergeant. Now I currently have a Skylander power that corresponds to the current element of the area. Now I'm actually playing by the rules. I know, right? It's a miracle. I can't believe it either. Okay, cool. Let's take everything out. Anything and everything. Die. Thank you. Okay, cool. We got him. Now let's take out these fellas right here for looking at me funny, no other reason. And boom, just like that, the second scene tower is out of here, and as are we. We are out of here. Boom, you can say bye-bye to that tower, which was a lot bigger on the inside than it was on the outside. Luckily, that's the magic of Skylanders brought to life for you. Kill it! Kill it now! There we go, we got him out of it, and now we're back to one area again for the element of the area is currently that of the air element, which is one arrow's corresponding element. So let's grab that chicken right now. Once again, some very nutritious chicken. Don't mind if we do. Do not mind if we do. Okay, gotta take these fellas out. Yes, that's more like it. Why won't you die? Oh, never mind, they did die on me. That's convenient. Right as I was about to moan about them not dying, they went in ahead and died on me. No, very convenient timing, that. And there it is, the crystal eye itself. Oh, let's take out some folks. Okay, here we go, and here we go. Yeah, I'm really glad that this cast was generated at random, because it does create a huge variety in gameplay. We have so many different characters with different play styles, and plus it will make my style of carryon look that much more unique. Like, yes, we already have the unique rules I've created for carryon, where Skylanders are upgraded to their versions in later games, should they possess one. You know, that's a unique aspect where I'm combining a Locke concept with the supercharged concept of the Skylander Supercharged series. You know, as for that makes things unique, but because my cast is generated at random, if someone else was to tackle this series and do the exact same thing as me with their random cast, and their cast would be completely different to mine because of the nature of the cast being chosen at random. That is what being chosen at random means. That things, you know, things were never slated to be complete to 100% the truth. There was an area of change that could occur from a different random outcome, because any outcome was a possibility with it all being randomized in a fair manner, that is, because every Skylander got the same amount of space on the wheel. You know, the wheel was divided 4 ways equally, so each character had a 25% chance of popping up. Anyway, let's skip that cutscene right now. I was pressing the wrong button for a moment, but luckily that's what I changed to the correct button for. I got to press the best button in the video game, the skip button. Get that unnecessary deep do. Out of here!
Oh yeah! Finally, an easy one! What did I tell you? Cake!
Why would you say that? Why did he say that? The foolish human fool? Well, I wasn't exactly called than human. He is definitely more marble than human, so to say. But still, you're a foolish fool, you are.
Hey, how's about a visit to Stone Town?
Yeah, that sounds great. That's exactly where we want to go, because that's where our eternal Earth Swords that we so desperately need can be found. And so far, Snoop Smash has made an appearance in every episode of the series, and this episode is going to be no different, because life pops up within Stone Town. Life, water, and earth. Those are the 3 elements to focus on. So Bash is finally going to get a good chunk of screen time dedicated to himself, and Warnado too has also been in all 3 episodes thus far, as does Drill Sergeant, I believe. And those characters are going to continue to get a lot of screen time, because those elements are definitely the ones that appear most frequently throughout Spice Adventure, or at least for most consistently. Like, air is spread out along amongst a lot of different levels. Not like the other elements where they tend to be concentrated entirely on the levels where their eternal source can be found, and they aren't really found outside of those levels. Fire, for example, is very rarely found outside of the fire levels for the eternal fire source. Undead is very rarely found outside of the undead series of levels for the eternal undead source. So yes, that's a common theme that you see repeated. Yes, I can see that, citizen. In fact, it'd be very difficult to miss. Let's go on ahead and defeat the Stone Golem, where life is stronger here. So let's switch out without further ado to the Might of Stump Smash, as these enemies do not stand a chance. There are no chance standers, them. Okay, obviously this version of Stump Smash doesn't have the ability where I can turn that giant acorn. Oh wait, no, never mind, I do. I can make giant acorns explode. I repeat, I can make giant acorns explode. That is convenient as we tackle old Cyclops 4. You're going down, man. Oh, wow, he really is going down. Gravity was not on his side there, was it? Boom! Take them all out all at once. In the end, we didn't even need that combination. Now that's killing it. Okay, is Stump Smash even quick enough, this question? Move it, Stump Smash! Okay, we were quick enough. Just barely. Water is stronger here already. Oh, yep, and already I'm becoming waterlogged. You can see me waterlog myself as the camera kind of fades itself through all of the stone walls right now. Anyway, luckily for us, Zap can just skip over most of this shit. That's the coolest part about playing through this section as a water Skylander, being able to skip over it. No, not a rock walker. Anything but a rock walker. Okay, let's take him out, that frickin' stinky rock walker. He's out of here, man. He's out of here. Okay, there's going to be chompies back here, but luckily that's what we have overpowered electric attacks for. Yeah, take all of them out, baby. Take them out. Oh boy, not the Earth Spell Punk. Anything but the Earth Spell Punk. Even though this is the only game where the Earth Spell Punk makes an appearance. Well, I say the only game. It might appear in Imaginators as well. I'm not entirely sure. But I know for a fact that outside of Spice Adventure and Imaginators, that guy does not appear again in later iterations of the franchise. There is Lightning Rod Soul Gem. We're not going to go out of our way to collect it because Lightning Rod is not part of our cast. So there really is no need to highlight him. However, we will be highlighting Bash because he is part of our cast. And the Earth element pops up, which is the same element as that belonging to Bash. And as we know from the rules already, whenever an element pops up, I must switch out to a Skylander corresponding to that element. Cannot switch out again until the element of the area changes once more. Man, I love this music though. I love this music so darn much. Oh, I did not mean to push that, but luckily it's fine where it is because we can still walk over it diagonally. We can do the same thing with this block right here, which is why I didn't bother pushing it any further, because it works diagonally still. Okay, there's our first of 3 keys, and luckily for us, Bash should be able to get the other 2 with relative ease, because he's so fast when he rolls. In fact, it's because of how he rolls that he became a Skylander in the first place. By rolling around, he couldn't exactly traverse the world with his lack of wings now, could he? So instead, he rolled everywhere, and made his body so tough in the process that he became a literal cannonball and fended off an army or something like that. Either way, I think Bash's backstory is one of the coolest out there. So let's get straight through that wall right there with my absolute tank-like might. That's the thing with Bash, you know, he's a tank-like character. He's designed to be able to take a lot of hits and deal a lot of damage, and that's exactly what he does. And he's not even slow neither, he's a quick tank because of his rolling ability and how maneuverable it is. So what is his character's weakness? If he has a lot of health, He deals a lot of damage, and he's fast and maneuverable. What exactly is his weakness? He has none. He is just that good, mind you. And I'm sure all Crash Skies is appreciating all this praise I'm throwing Bash's way right now. But that's just what makes him as good as he is. Okay, let's get this into place, because we can't exactly jump over to the other block with the lack of a jump button in this game. It's rather tragic, I know. What's also tragic is that I don't have giants in this game, so to blow up this wall, I instead need a bomb. This is convenient. This is very inconvenient timing for level up. But in the end, we made it work. Let's collect Bash's Soul Gem. Once again, we're going to collect Bash's Soul Gem as Bash. So far, the only member of this cast who hasn't collected their own Soul Gem is Igknight. So that being said, let's preview Bash without further ado. Preview Bash as Bash. Once again, epic music for the win. Double tail swipe. Oh, that was brutal. Talk about a double tap right there. So let's get out of here now that we can. That Soul Gem preview is all said and done with. So no point lollygagging and wasting no more time. I think the last episode was long enough as it was. So this is definitely going to be one of the shorter episodes of this first bit of the series here, because we're only tackling 2 levels and 2 of the shortermost levels in this game at that. This will make the next episode similar to this, because in the next episode we're also only going to be tackling 2 episodes, that being Treetop Terrace and Fallen Forest. 2 levels that both share alliterative names actually. The Fallen Forest and the Treetop Terrace. Boom, get him out of here. A lot of levels in this game have alliterative names. Perilous Pastures, Stormy Stronghold, Leviathan Lagoon, etc, etc. In fact, if not for the I in Crystal Eye Castle, we would have had Crystal Castle, another alliterative name, mind you. Get them out of here! Yes, they're all dead, and we love to see it. We love to see it. What I don't love to see on the other hand is my health bar right now. This is rough. I have to fight a massive ass stone golem with only the health that I have remaining. But you know what? I'm sure we'll be fine. Fingers crossed and hoped I'll be fine, because I'm sure having nothing but my fingers crossed will result in nothing but absolute success. What could possibly go wrong, right? Yeah, get out of the way for Stomp right there. Okay, now it's time to initiate the next phase apparently. And luckily this is what we have cheese for. Let's go ahead and heal ourselves up. That was some very delicious and nutritious cheese right there. Okay, once again we're watching out for all these falling rocks. Was that damage inflicted upon me or him? I assume it was inflicted upon me, even though the graphics had no differentiation as to whether I was dealing damage or being dealt damage to. Just say, given it was only 15, none of Bash's attacks are that weak, so it has to have been for Stomp that dealt damage to me. I almost rolled straight back round into those rocks now. I almost, you know... Oh, watch out for the Stomp. Never mind, I was too slow. Which is a bit of a weird thing to say for Bash's sake, given how quick he usually is. But yesterday wasn't that weird. I kind of doubled back to myself, almost to get hit by rocks again. I dodged them, only to turn back and almost getting by them anyway. Speaking of turning back and getting hit anyway, after I already dodged them. Do you think after I already dodged them that I should just stay still and make sure the attack doesn't hit me? But no, I just had to roll back around and almost get myself hit in the process. Wow, that guy's going a bit mad right now with this rock. Okay, let's get him. You got this, Bash. You got this. Boom! He's out of here! And we get so much treasure and experience as a reward. Let's go on ahead and make sure we gather every last bit of it. Yeah, baby! And just like that, we are out of here. Eternal Earth Source in hand and everything. Boom, let's continue on. We're going to skip over some unnecessary deep stew, that's for sure. And then we're going to see if we have acquired enough gold for some upgrades on behalf of Bash right now, because he could really be using them. Not that Bash isn't already pretty busted as it is. I mean, Bash is busted right out of the gate. You've seen that with how much he's already annihilated his enemies. Plus it helps that his roll has knockback damage, which is what makes it so easy to outmaneuver enemies. You can either roll away from them with such speed, or you can roll into them with such speed, knock them back, so that then they're nowhere near you when they're trying to attack you. You can't get hit as Bash, he is so brilliant that way. I think this whole episode has basically just been in praise of Bash. That might be the title of the episode actually, in praise of Bash. Some news articles still know how to write good news. I feel like Michael Scott right now, where he's talking about articles that have way too long titles.
Here's your headline. Scranton Paper Company, Dunder Mifflin, apologizes to valued client. Some companies still know how business is done.
That's a bit weird. It's a bit like they're teasing background Skylanders lore that probably would have been expanded upon if we got more iterations of the Skylanders franchise. But then again, I suppose Superchargers kind of explored that. You know, I suppose what Arbo here is hinting at is the events that took place in Superchargers, or at least the events we learn of in Superchargers, because still in the Small Book Library we learn a lot about the history of Skylands. And the first time the darkness was ever brought by accident into the world of Skylands. Stuff which happened, you know, generations upon generations ago. Stuff which Arbo could very well be hinting toward. Okay, all of this is fine and dandy, but where's the skip button when you need it? I really want to press this button in the game right now, but the game said no. And I hate it when it does that. I hate it so much!
Is that what you people call it? We green folk know it as the Tree of Life.
Oh, so Bash doesn't know that way either because he's no green folk. He's a brown folk.
I think I have always known the way. I can take
you know, because his whole body consists of the ground, which kind of bind into his body as he rolled around it all the time, not having wings to fly and all that. You know, it's really unique way how Bash literally like toughened himself up by rolling around on the ground. He is literally the dictionary definition of no pain, no gain. He toughed it out and really armoured himself up. Ooh, let's grab that Wing Sapphire before we buy any upgrades, because I like them cheaper. Tennis Tail time! Which is alliterative. I was talking earlier about alliterative level names. Now we have alliterative upgrade names. That's pretty cool. We can reflect projectiles with our tail. That's neat. Anyway, we definitely want this ability. We want all of the abilities that we can afford, in fact. That would be convenient. Iron Tail. Let's deal some more damage, baby. Do we want to upgrade? We absolutely want to upgrade. And now we have no more money left for upgrades. But luckily we got all of our base upgrades, so that's pretty cool. We can roll for longer, we have a more powerful tail. And we have a third attack, which we can launch at enemies. Oh, Quigley! Hi, Quigley.
Whoa, I thought you were a boulder at first.
He thought we were a boulder at first. Oh, that is comedy gold right there. There is no finer note to end off on than that. I cannot, in good conscience, end off this video without first thanking all of my incredible channel members whose continued support help make these videos possible. Without them, these videos would be near impossible to make, so from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate every last one of them. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, there are plenty of options on screen now to explore, and please consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. On that note, this video is coming to an end, so thank you so much as always for watching. Until the next video arises, peace!